Hey, welcome to the first episode of the English Boost podcast. I'm Anna, your co-host, here to make English learning as smooth as a cup of your favorite coffee.
And I'm Liam, the guy who makes sure that coffee comes with a side of laughs. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got a great episode lined up for you today, so buckle up and get ready to boost your English skills with us. So grab your notebook or just kick back and listen as we break down the basics in a way that's practical, fun, and easy to remember. Ready to dive in, Anna?
Oh, I've got my snorkel on. Let's make sure our listeners can swim through any conversation with ease.
Love it. All right, folks, we're starting with the foundation. Greetings.
All right, let's kick things off with the basics. Greetings. Now, you might think, hey, I already know how to say hello, but trust us, there's a bit more to it than just that. Liam, how many ways do you think there are to say hello in English?
Oh, I've lost count. I mean, there's the classic hello, the friendly hey, the casual hi, and let's not forget the all-time favorite, what's up? It's like each one has its own vibe, you know?
Exactly. And that's where context comes in. So, picture this. You're walking into a job interview. Are you going with a what's up? Probably not, right? In a more formal setting like that, you'll want to go with a good morning or good afternoon. It shows a bit more respect and professionalism.
Yeah, and it sets the tone, too. Like, if you're meeting someone new at a networking event, you might say, hello, nice to meet you. But if you're just catching up with a friend at a coffee shop, it's totally cool to go with hey, or even just yo. Although, maybe save yo for your really close friends.
True. And for those more casual greetings, like, what's up, or how's it going? Those are perfect for breaking the ice in relaxed environments. It's like a way of saying, hey, I'm friendly, let's chat.
Yeah, and let's be real. What's up doesn't actually mean you want to deep dive into someone's life story. It's more like a friendly nod that invites a quick response, like, not much you. Or, just chilling. It's a great way to start things off without putting too much pressure on the other person.
And don't forget those goodbyes. Saying goodbye works in almost any situation. But if you want to sound a little more casual, try see ya or catch you later. And for a touch of British flair, there's always cheers.
Ah, the versatile cheers. Works as a thank you, a goodbye, you name it. Just don't use it at a job interview.
Yeah, unless you want to leave a very interesting impression. All right, so there you have it. A quick guide to matching your greetings to the moment. Start with these and you'll be setting the right tone from the very first word.
Now that we've got our greetings down, it's time to tackle the next big hurdle. Introductions. You know, that crucial moment when you say who you are and you're hoping it doesn't end with that awkward pause.
Oh, we've all been there. But don't worry, we're here to make sure that doesn't happen to you. So let's start with the basics. When you're meeting someone for the first time, what's the go-to phrase, Liam?
The classic, nice to meet you. It's like the Swiss Army knife of introductions, polite, simple, and it works in almost any situation. But you know, Anna, I think there's a trick to making it really effective.
Oh, definitely. It's all about adding a little extra. Instead of just saying, nice to meet you, try adding a bit more. Like, nice to meet you, I've heard great things about your work. Or even, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm really looking forward to our chat. It makes you sound more engaged, and it sets a positive tone right away.
And speaking of sounding engaged, let's not forget the power of a good handshake. Or in today's world, maybe a fist bump or a friendly wave. It's those little things that can make you seem more approachable.
Oh, absolutely. And here's another tip. When you're introducing other people, don't just stop at the names. Give a little context. Like, instead of just saying, this is my friend Sarah, you can add, this is my friend Sarah. She's amazing at photography. It gives the other person something to connect with, and it makes the introduction feel a lot warmer.
Yeah, it's like you're throwing them a conversational lifeline. Suddenly, it's not just, hi, I'm Sarah, it's hi, I'm Sarah, and yes, I do love photography. Are you into it too? It's a simple way to make those first interactions feel more natural.
And hey, if you're the one being introduced, try to throw in a little personal touch when you respond. Like, thanks for the introduction, I've been really looking forward to meeting you. It shows that you're engaged and interested in the conversation. And if you add a friendly smile, boom, you're golden.
And remember folks, everyone feels a bit nervous with introductions. Yes, even us. But a little effort can turn that initial awkwardness into a great first impression. Think of it like planting the seed for a new connection.
Exactly. And when you master this, you'll be making friends and connections wherever you go. So, practice those intros, add a personal touch, and you'll see the difference. And Liam, how many times have you found yourself in that awkward silence after saying, "Hi, nice to meet you"?
Oh, too many to count, Anna. It's like you both suddenly forget what words are. But fear not, because today we're arming you with some foolproof conversation starters that will keep those chats rolling.
Right. Let's start with the classics, like, "How's your day going?" or "What have you been up to?" These are easy, and they work almost anywhere, whether you're chatting with a coworker at the office or someone you just met at a party. And pro tip, actually listen to their answer. It shows that you're genuinely interested, and it opens up the door for more conversation.
Exactly. And if you're feeling a little bolder, try something like, "Did you catch the game last night?" or "Have you seen any good movies lately?" It's a great way to shift the focus to something fun, and most people love to share their thoughts on sports, movies, or even the latest Netflix series.
Oh, definitely. And here's one of my favorites. Have you tried any new restaurants recently? Or what's your go-to coffee place? Not only does it get people talking about something they enjoy, but you might even get a great recommendation out of it.
And don't be afraid to use the environment around you as inspiration. If you're at a networking event, try "What brought you here today?" Or if you're at a social gathering, something like, "How do you know the host?" It's a simple way to kick things off, and it shows that you're paying attention to your surroundings.
Yes! And for those of you who aren't sure what to say when it comes to the weather, because let's face it, we all fall back on that one, try adding a twist. Instead of "Nice weather today, huh?" go with something like, "I can't believe it's finally sunny. Have you been outside yet today?" It's a little more engaging, and it invites the other person to share a bit more.
And remember, small talk doesn't have to be deep or super creative. It's just about keeping the conversation light and friendly until you find something you both click on. Think of it like a warm-up, getting comfortable before you dive into those deeper topics.
And once you've got the ball rolling, it's so much easier to keep the conversation going. So don't be afraid to throw out a question, share a little bit about yourself, and see where it takes you. This next part is all about knowing how to switch gears with your language, going from that casual, laid-back chat to sounding a bit more formal when you need to. Liam, ever find yourself in a situation where you had to turn down the chill and turn up the professional?
Oh, all the time, Anna. You can't just walk into a business meeting and start with, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Well, I mean, you could, but it might not go over so well.
Right. And that's why knowing how to adjust your tone is so important. Let's start with casual settings. When you're with friends or in a relaxed environment, it's totally fine to use phrases like, "Hey, how's it going?" or even something like, "What's up?" These are friendly, laid back, and show that you're approachable.
But when you're in a more professional environment, think job interviews, formal meetings, or even introducing yourself to someone in a work setting, you'll want to switch it up. Phrases like "Good morning, how are you today?" or "It's a pleasure to meet you" can make you sound more polished and respectful.
And it's not just about the words you use, but how you use them. For example, with friends, you might use contractions like "I'm" or "you're," but in a formal email or during a presentation, you might say "I am" or "you are." It sounds a bit more polished and deliberate.
And don't forget about body language. In a casual setting, you might lean back, use hand gestures, or even throw in a high five. But in a more formal setting, a firm handshake and good posture can go a long way in showing that you're serious and engaged.
Oh, absolutely. It's like putting on the right outfit for the occasion. Your words and body language should match the vibe of the setting. And hey, if you're ever unsure, it's always better to start a little more formal and adjust from there. No one's ever going to say, "Wow, you were way too polite."
So true, Anna. And let's not forget that sometimes you need to shift between the two, even in the same conversation. Maybe you start with a formal tone when you meet a client, but as you build rapport, you can gradually become more casual. It's all about reading the room and being adaptable.
Exactly. And for our listeners out there, remember that learning how to adjust your tone isn't just about sounding more professional, it's about making people feel comfortable. And when they're comfortable, they're more likely to connect with you.
And that's what this whole episode has been about, right? Connecting with people, making a great first impression, and mastering those everyday conversations.
Well said, Liam, and that's a wrap on today's episode of the English Boost podcast. We hope you're feeling more confident about diving into those everyday English conversations, whether it's a simple hi or navigating the art of small talk.
Yeah, whether you're introducing yourself at a work function or just chatting with a neighbor about the weather, you've now got the tools to do it smoothly. And maybe even have a little fun while you're at it.
Exactly. Remember, folks, it's all about practice. The more you try out these greetings, introductions, and small talk starters, the more natural they'll feel. And don't worry if it feels a little awkward at first. That's totally normal.
For sure. So next time you find yourself at a party or meeting someone new, take a deep breath, smile, and remember that you've got this. And hey, if you have any funny stories or awkward small talk moments, share them with us. We'd love to hear them.
Absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review if you enjoyed today's episode. It really helps us keep bringing you the best tips to boost your English skills.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep making those connections.
This has been Anna
And Liam signing off from the English Boost podcast. See you next time.